Today's story is Jennie's Hat by Ezra Jack Keats. And this is Jennie. A new hat. Jennie's favorite aunt promised to send her one as a present. Jennie waited and dreamed and waited. Shutting her eyes, she sighed. It'll be big and flowery and oh, so very beautiful. At last it came. Here she is waiting. She ran to her room and opened the box. Oh no, she gasped. It's such a plain hat. See, it's white with a green ribbon. Why, dear, I really think it's quite nice, her mother said kindly. Jennie blinked back her tears and put the hat under her bed. I don't think she really liked the hat, do you? She put on a straw basket to see what sort of a hat it would make. Then she drew pictures. Ha-choo! She sneezed. Bless you, dear, called her mother. And what are you doing? I'm drawing a hatterpillar. I mean a caterpillar, answered Jennie. Oh dear, sighed her mother. I see. What do you think Jennie must be thinking about when she's coloring? Hats, maybe? And she's sitting there with a basket on her head. Then she tried on a lampshade, and a little flower pot. You think they make good hats? And a TV antenna. You probably don't know what those are, but we used to have them on TVs a long time ago. And then she tried a shiny pot, but none of these would do. Not really. Do you think they make good hats? Jennie noticed that it was 3 o'clock. Time to feed the birds. She ran to the cupboard, filled a paper bag with breadcrumbs, and started for the park. The birds expected her, for every Saturday afternoon she went to the very same spot to scatter crumbs. Isn't that nice? I bet you do that sometimes. And birds came, all sorts of birds, fluttering and twittering and cooing. They all knew Jennie. Some ate out of her hand. Others hopped happily on her head. Soon every last crumb was gone, and away they flew. For a while, Jennie forgot about her new hat. Look at all those birds. But walking home, Jennie remembered and wished out loud. Oh, I wish my new hat were just a little fancier. She just didn't want a plain hat. That's why she tried on all those other things. The next morning, Jennie got up early and peeped out the window. What lovely hats she saw. See all the ladies, look at all the flowers on that one. All their hats. Beautiful hats. Later, she went to church with her father, mother, and friends. All around her, hats appeared like flowers in a garden. All the people were wearing hats. When I was a little girl at Easter time, we always got a new hat. And here's Jennie's plain one. As they left the church, Jennie saw some birds. Wonder if those were her friends. Then more and more birds. Were they following her? What do you think those birds are doing? They fluttered down to her plain hat, carrying red and violet flowers, and leaves, colored eggs, and a paper fan. They added a picture of swans on a quiet lake and some big red and yellow roses. Look at all the birds. They're putting them all on Jennie's hat. And 2 big green and orange leaves, more pictures, and some paper flowers. More real flowers and a pink valentine. I wonder where the birds got all those things. Then all the birds swooped down together, flapping and fluttering around Jennie's new hat. Look at that. Suddenly, they all flew away. On Jennie's head sat the most beautiful hat. At the very top was a nest of chirping young birds. Jenny felt like chirping too, happy from head to toe. She felt she was walking on air. People stared in wonder, and behind her flew the birds, watchful and proud. Look how happy she is now. When they all reached her house, the birds, twittering and singing, picked up the nest of little ones and flew back to their home in the park because they couldn't stay on the hat. Jenny waved goodbye. "Thank you," she called. Jenny's mother helped her wrap the wonderful hat, piled high with lovely things. Even after the flowers and leaves had dried, it would be saved and looked at and remembered for a long, long time.